It turns out for when people get help for their substance use, one of the major reasons they cite, one of the reasons they say, I came to get help, was because a family member encouraged them, someone that cared about them, that loved them. And we have to remember, like in the queer community, our family is chosen often, right? You got biological family and you have a chosen family. It can be embarrassing to admit you've got a substance use problem, and so your friends might be reluctant at first. But letting them know that you're there for them, you would do anything, you will help in whatever ways you can be very important. Sometimes that's just a non-judgmental ear to hear out what's working, what's not. It's useful if you want to help someone who's got a problem for you to go and get some information for yourself. It really comes down to being non-judgmental, asking some questions, and saying back what you're hearing without adding your own story to it. If someone's already using, you don't want them to feel like you're judging them for the use, or that you're telling them they've made a bad decision, a sinful decision, an unhealthy decision. Any of those things is gonna make someone leave. They're not gonna listen to your message. So you have to be very careful.
We want to validate experience. That's the first step. We want to be compassionate, we want to hold space. There is such a horrible picture of what meth use looks like, of what GHB use looks like, and the realities of that are very different. There are a lot of people who are coping with using crystal meth in a recreational sense that are living perfectly fine. Like they have great lives, they are functional in their work. And so I would ask the person how much of what they're saying is coming from a real place of care and appreciation for whatever that person's state is like, or is it coming from what they believe to be, or what they perceive to be a problem because of what they've been fed by other messaging. Meeting people where they're at acknowledges someone's wholeness, someone's fullness, and allows people to be honest about their experiences. If we meet them where we want them to be, then we're putting an agenda on them that they will embody that and force themselves to be something that they're not, pushing them into a place that they're not ready for.
I think it's so important not to pathologize people's drug use. And we often think of, well, the drugs are the problem and you have an addiction and we just need to deal with the drugs. Actually, drug use is often the result of all these other problems. It's actually the solution to all these problems, so be very mindful of thinking that this isn't something you should be doing. Then also not forgetting that there's a lot of pleasure involved.
And when we do that sort of planning in a non-judgmental way, we help someone, we communicate that we're gonna accept a person, whatever they're doing and however they are having sex, and it might mean that you're the person they'll come to later if they decide they wanna make a change.